Welcome to the Toyman Toy Show episode here on Super Toy Time.
of the July 2014 Toyman Toy Show. Thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you. It's been a little while since we've done one of these.
Life.
Yeah, and then when we do make it to Toyman, running a booth and selling things makes it hard to do other things.
Running a booth, shooting video, and shopping makes it hard to do much of anything. So,
we shop at Toyman?
a little bit. Not as much as we used to. Which I can never decide if it's good or bad.
Well, you won't let me sell a kidney.
True. We walk away with more profit sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Well, at least it feeds its own habit. We usually sell enough to buy what we want at Toyman.
That is true.
I guess you can't ask for any more than that.
No, not in the least. It was a really good show. It was sold out from what I understand. He had no open spots, and then last minute people got in because they had some cancellations, which is awesome for a July show. That's not even anywhere near Christmas. For a mid-year show, that is really cool.
Yeah, and it was obscenely hot.
Yeah.
Which made it a warm show, but it was still good.
Yeah. There is air conditioning, but that many people in one spot just...
And doors open and closing all the time doesn't help.
Yes.
But
that is true.
The price you pay for the toys is...
It's the sacrifices you make.
Yep, definitely. I know. One battery we charged, I think, only lasted like a half hour.
Yeah, the heat was taking its toll on the camera battery. I really think
funny.
So. Although we've been at that same spot for like the last 10 shows we've gone to, I think this is the first time we realized we were by a power plug.
Yeah. It was handy because I forgot to charge the camera the night before, so it was very good that we had power at our table.
Yeah, it was very good.
Luckily, Chris doesn't charge extra for that, I guess.
Not for the little, not for the little bit we used.
Yeah, that's true. Chris, if you're watching, you didn't hear that.
Yeah, la 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 la. But it was a really good show. There was a lot of new vendors there this time, which made it really neat to see.
Yeah. Actually, one of the things I bought was from a Transformer guy. It was his first show. In fact, it was kind of funny. He just heard about it, decided to go, and went to be a vendor at his first Toyman, getting rid of some stuff because he's in an apartment. So
yeah.
So he was really nice. Him and his wife were there manning the booth, and they were really cool, and talked to them for a while. We had thought about interviewing him for this video, but then decided his first Toyman, his first time being a vendor, we shouldn't inflict evil on him, putting him on the spot like that. So maybe next time.
And then there was a really neat vendor, and I'm sure they've been there, but I don't remember talking to him before. I think their table is called Toys in the Attic, or Toys from the Attic. I bought a couple movie pins from them.
Oh.
He was dressed up, remember? I didn't see him when we actually went by and shot video later in the day.
It was like the Mad Hatter. They had like a Alice in Wonderland theme,
it was really cool. So if you watch the video, send us a link and we'll make sure we put you up in the video. Because I do not remember seeing a card for you, so I apologize. But a lot of cool stuff.
Oh, there's always a lot of cool stuff at Toyman and stuff you don't catch and stuff. It's just funny.
It's like you walk through there, you don't see it, then you see people walk by your table going, hey.
There's too much. It's impossible to see everything. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I walked through the dealer room and I didn't see this, and then you're at your table and you see somebody walk out with it, and you're like, what the heck? Although I have to say, it's kind of funny because we've been to, I don't know how many Toymans now, because I've been going...
Longer than I have. You've been to a couple before
I don't know. I was trying to remember if I've been going to Toyman since before I met you, which means I've been going for like 8 years. Now, or I started right after we met or something like that. I can't remember.
I think it was right before, because I remember you telling me about it, but you didn't go very often.
But, but the one thing I thought was pretty cool is I got there early and we got set up, and I kind of went in because Duvall and Dave from Toy World Order were going to be there, and they're usually inside at a booth. So I was going to go inside and see if they were there because I had some stuff for Jason. And so I go in there, and they're not there, but I run into Dave, who was busy buying the Hall of Justice. This guy had that, like, I guess it's a little playset from the old Superpowers line or whatever. So he was spending that, and evidently from their podcast was spending more money than he was supposed to be spending because he funded several of those big Kickstarters, you heard about.
Oh,
and they all came due
yeah.
this week. Plus, he went to Toyman and he was only going to spend so much in his pocket, and then did that, and then took some stuff out on a credit card, which was going to pay for a Kickstarter. so he got in a little trouble with the toys, but he was getting that Hall of Justice, and that guy had.
I think that was all on the podcast I didn't listen to this
Yeah,
week. Okay,
yeah.
I missed
And
that.
that guy there had Cat Slayer, the playset.
Oh, I saw that. That was so cool.
And I have to think, out of all the Toymans I've been to, and maybe I just haven't been lucky, but I'm pretty sure that's the first one I've ever seen in person.
I've never seen it in person.
Maybe the second, but I think it was the first one.
Yeah, you took me in there and you're like, you gotta come see this. And I was like, what?
Yeah, it was like $300, which was a pretty nice
But it was complete,
price
too.
and everything, but...
Or like, mostly complete.
Yeah, I mean, if he would do layaway for like 4 toy shows, we could probably afford it.
Yeah.
There you go, dealers. Layaway options. Could increase your sales for big items.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go for that.
Well, you never know.
I think the coolest thing I've actually found at one of the Toymans was the time I got the Voltron set, the play set. You got me the Castle Alliance.
Yeah, and it was only like 20 some odd bucks.
Which was neat because we got it home and it was missing stuff. I knew it, and I got home and I started fiddling with it. It had the key in there.
Yeah.
In the back, and we didn't know that.
The gold key for the castle was in the back of it.
It was in good shape, too. I was like, oh, it's got that. I was so excited.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably missing some stuff, but it had like the meeting table and the computer, and it had the gold key in it. And all the external stuff was there,
Yeah. Just missing a few bits.
Be cool if it turned into a starship like in the cartoon.
Yeah. I think
cool.
I think we're digressing on this Toyman a little.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, we're talking about stuff we found at Toyman-ish.
Last year.
Yeah. Okay, alright, so back on target then. So do we want to do some pickups from Toyman?
Yep, we didn't get a whole lot this time because vendoring, filming,
Yeah. Brokering.
Yeah, various. I don't do anything before coffee, and it took a while, so yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead and lead.
Okay, well, like I said, I didn't get much because my budget to buy was what we sold.
Mm-hmm.
So it was sporadic throughout the day, and we had to pay for the table and all that stuff. So, let's see. What was the first thing I bought? I think it was actually him.
Yeah.
So the guy and his wife I was talking about that were really nice. I was looking at their table. They had something I didn't have, we just rewatched Beast Wars, so I was kind of like in a Beast Wars
really
mood.
good too, which really paid off, which you'll find out in a later video because we went to a flea market. I found something, so it actually kind of paid off rewatching.
Yep. So I got 10th anniversary Beast Wars Megatron.
Mm-hmm.
He was very cool.
Yeah, it sort of looks like the show.
Yeah, I think he looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So, pretty cool little, I don't know if he's supposed to be a deluxe or a Voyager. Sizes change over the years, so...
I had it down and then they changed it, now I can't remember.
I would assume he's a deluxe, I guess.
And I have to say, I didn't like the Beast Wars toys, but then rewatching the show, I realized how close the Beast Wars toys actually look like the show, for as ugly as they were.
Yeah, they just went ahead and hung all the kibble off the back of the CG models in the show, and then it was perfect, because you weren't disappointed when the toy looked like a pile of crap.
Yeah, I mean, I was really surprised watching it going, I remember having that. It was ugly. Hey, it looks like the show. I don't know why I didn't connect the dots when I watched the show, but rewatching, I'm like, oh yeah.
Beast Wars was funny, because it was serious and dark, and then slapstick stupid.
Yeah.
In the span of 5 minutes.
Yeah. It's like really odd.
Yeah. Anyway, we're digressing again.
So one of the first things I picked up was a Megazord-ish. He is missing a few bits.
Mm-hmm.
Now, technically, I have him, and I bought it for the sword, and he's got his guns on the back.
Mm-hmm.
That's really the main reason I bought it.
And the shield and the fist.
And the shield. Shield. He has the shield, and one of the fists. There, you know what you have the other one. But I think I have the other one somewhere. Now, this isn't the one that actually transforms, morphs, whatever. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know what
the
I mean.
legs kind of do, but that's about it.
It's just the one that, you'd lay it down, it would roll.
Mm-hmm.
It strikes me, and I could be wrong, but I think there was actually a helmet that went on to cover his head, so he looked like the Tyrannosaurus. Or something. It strikes me there was something on here. Because he's got wheels and he rolls.
Yeah.
So it did more than...
Maybe like a lame tank mode.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't remember.
Well, it almost completes yours because you had all the legs and stuff, so...
Now, though, what was weird about this one, if you look at the back of it, it says copyright 91. So that was before it was in America, but after it was in Japan. So I don't know what they modeled this after. Because the original Power Rangers was like 80-something in Japan. It was like 93 over here. So I don't know what they modeled this after, being copyright 91.
Maybe it was really popular and it was an anniversary.
Well, true, like a Japanese thing that kind of just came over here right in that time span. Yeah, that could be.
Yep.
I'll give you that. Okay.
Alright, well, a friend found this in one of the booths. I think it was, 50-cent box?
Yeah, there's this neat table. This guy's always in the same spot at the end of a row. And he has randomness. And I don't have a better way to say that. I mean, you'll find complete randomness. And usually his stuff is like $1 or $2. But then, like last toy show and then this toy show sometimes, everything on his table goes 50 cents. Which is super cool. And you can't reach his table at all. At all.
Mm-hmm.
Because he'll have new ponies, he'll have random toys, he'll have golden books. Like the old golden books. And it's like, yeah, he does that. You can't get to his table. But luckily, Patrick was in there already.
Yep, and he found me a G1 Transformer. It's Guzzle, I believe.
He's one of the little sparkers.
Yep, and he's one of those you rev up and he sparks out the back. Highly illegal for anybody to sell or own or transport across state lines.
Probably banned on some level.
But turns into a cool tank. And I've got the two, like Firecons, the Sparkler.
Is that
Beast.
the red dinosaur?
Yeah, it's like a little, like maroonish or purple little kind of dinosaur, and they lay flat and they got a wheel on their belly.
I remember
and you spin them. And they spit fire out their mouths.
Yeah.
I got the two Decepticon ones, but I didn't have the Autobot one, so this was really cool.
Well, it was cool. He didn't know what he was getting. He's like, hey, I think this is neat. Here you go.
I know, for 50 cents, can't complain.
And then I don't
one and one I didn't have, so.
And one you didn't realize what it was till you got home.
Yeah, and then I was playing with it, and I was like, see, did it show? Yeah, I think it will show. Yep. So, very cool. So, thank you, Patrick, for finding that.
Something else I picked up from the 50-cent table. Nothing earth-shattering, I just thought it was cool. I like to collect some of the old Disney books. So,
Lady out on her own without that tramp, huh?
Yes, Lady out on her own. Yeah, there were little books about Lady, and it eventually goes into the tramp, but I just thought it was neat. Something neat to add to my collection.
Yeah, that is true. It's kind of funny if you think about it today. Lady and the Tramp would have a whole different meaning.
It probably had a different meaning then, too.
Oh, possibly.
I say you do. This one next.
Yeah, this one I got from our friends over at Toys of Our Youth. And it's Super GoBot Spacey.
His name is Spacey.
Yeah, Spacey.
I think that's why GoBots just flunked as their names.
Because they had the best names ever.
Yeah, I think it was the names that did them in, nothing else.
I'm surprised they never had a car just called Car.
Wouldn't have been copyrighted from Knight Rider?
No, actually in GoBots it would have been Drivor, right?
You're right.
The car.
Right, because you got what, Psykill?
Yeah, I mean, if Tonka would have took like $30 and like hired an actual screenwriter or something to come up with names and stuff, I think it would have helped him out so much. We might be talking about GoBots today and wondering what happened to Transformers. Probably not.
No, I think they would have lasted until they got the rocks on there. The Rock Lords, and then you'd have been done.
Yeah,
and
the Rock Lords kill everything.
Well, rock, paper, scissors, rocks wins, right? So, while I was manning the table before coffee, I think this made me very happy you came back. He found me. I know, and you're looking at this going, what in the world is she holding up? They are Candroids from Kamen Rider. Now, didn't they come from the same table as Megatron?
They did.
They were the same vendor. And there's actually a third one, which I don't know. It's not morphing, it's not transforming because it's Kamen Rider. I don't know what it's called.
Turn into a peacock.
It turns into a peacock. Which I just think they're cool. They're dorky. I like the dorky robots.
Mm-hmm.
I'll admit it. Like, I got the hamburger, which I've done a video on before.
Yeah, we need to get you the side of fries.
Yeah. They make a whole robotic Happy Meal.
Wasn't there a milkshake or something?
Yes,
too?
there's a milkshake too. It's very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I have a robotic. Yes. Can.
Yep.
I was very excited for no reason.
I'm glad I could find them. Wow, it seems like you should have to do something with that other part of the can.
Well, it just popped off. I'm not sure where it went back onto, so I haven't fixed it.
Oh. Maybe it came off and attached to the other side or something.
Maybe.
It looks like it
Yeah.
pulls out on that side too.
Oh, you know what? Right there. I bet it went there. Hi.
Alright, well, the last thing I got, actually, a friend had. And he was not wanting it, so he was selling it to us. And that is a Game Boy. A Game Boy Pocket.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. And it had Donkey Kong Land in it. And got some batteries in it today, and it works perfectly fine.
Awesome.
So, pretty cool. Game Boys are pretty neat systems. It's hard to adjust back to that kind of screen in this day and age, but, you know.
Yeah, I was trying to play it, and my eyes were like...
This is way more readable than the original Game Boy with that green and black screen, so... At least this is black and white.
True. The other one is a Stegosaurus. No, Triceratops. Sorry. Like I said, they're dorky. It's got wheels. Go. Which you can't see, but it's got wheels.
Very cool.
And I think, I don't know where you got him from, but I'll put him. Isn't it ugly? It was one of the Animorph Transformers. Which, if you've never seen, don't go out of your way to find, because they're ugly. But I was huge into Animorph, so I loved them. So, I was excited.
I don't know which mode's uglier, the gorilla or the teenager it turns into.
The teenager. Trust me, the teenager. The aliens were only the cool ones, and they were the frailest ones.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I'll let you show those two off. And I picked up a couple records. One of them, George of the Jungle, just because I thought it was cool. And
Curious George of the Jungle?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's Curious George.
Curious George of the Jungle.
It's almost midnight. We're shooting the video, forgive me. But it's in really good shape. I was really excited to find it. Which I have to admit, Curious George was never on the radar until we had a kid, and the more I watched it, I'm like, this is really good. Probably why it's lasted so long.
And then the other one she found was The Shadow. And The Shadow.
The Shadow knows.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought they were really cool. This one is still sealed from whenever it came out.
Ooh.
Oh, I know. So exciting.
It's worth millions.
I probably like $2 like I paid for it.
It's worth tens of dollars.
But yes, those were our great pickups from this time, which we're pretty happy with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
great. Well.
Yeah, and then we will get to the main video now that we've rambled and babbled. We did talk to a really cool artist too that you'll see. You'll see in the video. His name is James Sharamitaro. Thank you, Sharamitaro.
Rolls off the tongue.
I had that before we started the video.
Yeah, you did. You actually said it a couple times and it was perfect, and then the camera's on and it's
pretty
gone.
much.
Yeah. So.
Yep. But hope you enjoy the video. Let us know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead. Be sure you go on Facebook and check out the Facebook page for Toyman Toy Show. Give them a like. That we can stay on top of all the updates. He's always trying to get new people. You know somebody that's into anything remotely cosplay. He's trying to get a lot of the cars out there too.
Oh yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, the Ghostbusters upgraded and had like a proper Ecto-1 looking car out there.
Which was neat because then we come home and we're driving home and we're like, because we make it back to the Illinois side, and we're like, hey, Ecto-1's at Taco Bell.
Oh, they were at
Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen.
That was
we have
funny.
pictures. We'll have to put those up in there.
Yeah, that was fun.
But yeah, I mean, I like the white Mustang, but it's cooler having like the actual,
Mm-hmm.
station wagon with all the
The
gear up
gear,
top and
yeah.
stuff. So it was really cool to see that.
Yes, and be sure. So
They had a real DeLorean there.
and if you go to they did. I missed the DeLorean.
They did. They had an actual DeLorean there. It was just a stock DeLorean. It wasn't done up like Back to the Future or anything. But that car is just so unusual to even see anymore.
I've only
it was
seen
really
it once
cool.
or twice.
Yeah, I got some good shots of the DeLorean up there and the Zodmobile.
Awesome.
So
I have to admit, it was hot. I was avoiding the outdoors.
yeah,
I sent him.
it was very, very hot.
Yes, but if you go over to the Toyman Facebook page, there's also links to the Zod group, the the Ghostbusters group. They're all on there.
Mm-hmm.
So, hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know what you think, and we'll catch you later.
Right.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay. I'll put that at the end of the video, and you know it. You better not do that.
Hi, this is Corey Phillips live from the Chris McQuillan Toyman Toy Show in downtown Bridgeton, Missouri. We're here with Super Toy Time, and we're going to be promoting some of the items that you can see today. One of them is, not only do you want to check out the toys, but maybe you want to become a toy. You can. If you come to Zod's booth at our event, we're going to go ahead and let you get our 3D scanner, 3D printer combination, and you can be the toy. So come and join us today. Remember, Toyman's Toy Show, every other month.
It's a monkey.
Yeah, it's a monkey.
Isn't that like a... Yeah, it's like aren't those the ones with the multicolored snouts?
Well, I don't know what it is, but that's pretty nice.
Power Ranger cycle, isn't it?
Right over there. Attention guests, it's time for a rolling board, rosemary pie.
It's easier for me just to get info and then on my time and together.
I just stay away because sometimes here's the bad thing. They have.
If something's missing, he's gonna be pissed.
Oh yeah, okay. I got it. Hopefully you're the guy, all right? Yeah. You're the guy, okay. Make sure about that. I want to make anybody else mad today.
Good guy, I understand.
Yeah. Gotta keep it real, like at Walmart. Thank you. I can't remember all the people. Try to remember all the people. Actually, if you want that, you can just...
Hello, everybody. So I'm here with James Sharamitaro.
Yes.
One of the artists here at Toyman. He's doing some really cool prints here. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, I'm a digital illustrator, so what that means is I use a Wacom stylus in Photoshop, and I create all these pieces digitally. I draw and paint all in the computer, so it's nice. I don't ever run out of colors or make a mess on my floor.
And your fingers never turn colors?
Nope. They get a little sore from all the typing and the stylus, but other than that, not too bad.
So how does a tablet compare to like an actual brush or an airbrush?
It's a little different. You don't get the resistance that you would get from, say, a pencil to paper, a brush to canvas. The paint on there, you still get the control. It just takes a little getting used to. There's different pen tips you can get, so to simulate different styles of drawing or painting. So it's pretty versatile. It's been a lot of fun. It's nice to work on something and it's fast. You can sketch something out very quickly and then take that exact sketch and knock out a completed piece of artwork.
So do you do mostly Star Wars, or you branch out a little bit? Or
well, I kind of like Boba Fett. He's okay, but I do like the comic book characters as well. I just recently got back into comics within the last 2 years since I was a kid. Once my allowance stopped affording me all the issues I wanted, I got out of it a little bit. But seeing what has been done and how most of the comics are produced digitally now, as far as either they're hand drawn and scanned in and maybe colored digitally, or the whole process is done digitally, I really enjoy that kind of being a part of that new technology. That it's a lot of fun, and I still like to traditionally draw with pencil and paper as well. It's great to just get some sketching in, or even scan it in and go from there.
Great, awesome. Well, thank you for taking some time with us, and hope you enjoyed the show. And
thank you very much.
All right, you're welcome.
All right.
Kind of more fun trying to figure out what they were originally. Okay, well, it's a Spartan helmet. How'd you get through life without knowing about skunk transformers?
Okay, there's an armadillo. I'm not as good about the armadillo.
Just put it in your bag here.
How's your daughter?
Doing good. Did I tell you she bought a house?
Really?
Last September.
Nice.
Herself bought it.
Great.
She's engaged.
Place already.
Good thing interested in.
I always find stuff I'm interested in. Fortunately, my wallet's never as interested as I am.
No.
It's a 3-bedroom house.
A 3-bedroom?
Well, good luck to you.
All right.
You just price it for what you think it's worth, right?
Everything's $1. Except for my stuff down there.
Toys. Yeah. Pick an artist or a dealer, somebody to talk to, or something like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I haven't been to one of these before. I just kind of heard about it on one of the Transformers communities. Somebody gets a table pretty regularly. I didn't hear him talking about this one, so maybe he didn't this time.
Wow.
But
I'm just going to run up to the table real quick. Guys watching the table calling me.
For a bar, I mean, only for my
And the 3D print. Oh yeah. Nothing wrong with good cutlery. You never know when you'll need it.
There really was. Like, there were like 3 to 5.
Yeah, I think they're very similar.
I've had some good stuff. Some battle beasts, one of the play sets, one of the vehicles, some Terminator 2 stuff. Probably should.
DeLorean. Pretty car.
So Steven, you're looking at something about
New ID cards. Not a geek. Now I don't have to worry about that stuff. See that car? That's awesome.